Hey guys, so Apple has officially released today another beta for iOS 18. iOS 18 Developer Beta 4 is now officially available for registered developers to download. And now public beta testers, the second public beta will most likely become available within the next 24 to 48 hours for you guys. It is not available as of right now, as of the filming of this video. I'll update you guys in the description down below once that becomes available for public beta testers. But I have to say, I'm a bit disappointed with iOS 18 Developer Beta 4. Obviously, in this video, I wanted to share with you guys a few new features and changes that I've noticed so far, but I also want to talk about the disappointment of this software update. Now, Apple also updated their entire platforms from iOS 15 to iOS 16 to iOS 17 to iOS 18 today. So everything that you see here is every single update released today by Apple, from Vision OS to tvOS to watchOS, of course, and macOS and iOS and iPadOS. So a lot of updates were pushed out today for older iPhones, iPads, Macs, and everything else in between. So a bunch of updates were released today. But of course, in this video, we're going to focus on iOS 18 Developer Beta 4, which the download was approximately 1 gigabyte, as you can see right there, updating from Beta 3 to Beta 4 today. Now, if we go into General, About, and an iOS version, there it is, the latest build number for iOS 18 Developer Beta 4. Now, there's a few things happening here that I want to talk about, some of the new features and changes within this beta, but as I mentioned, this one is a bit of a disappointment, and I'm sure you guys will be disappointed as well once you find out that there isn't any Apple Intelligence within the fourth beta. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let's jump into settings here. Let me show you a new iCloud pane or option here right there in settings. Has now been relocated right here under Game Center, and you see that you now have all your iCloud stuff happening right here. As you can see, you can manage all your iCloud settings, from photos to passwords to messages. This is a new extension added here to the settings application previously found under your iCloud settings here within iOS 18 Beta 3. Now, in Beta 4, you have an extension directly within the settings panel, as you can see right there. Now, there's also some minor things happening here within Control Center. So if you go to add a control, some of the icons have been refreshed and updated. And I do have to say, the software feels very stable, very nice, very polished up, which I'm happy to report about, but there isn't any Apple Intelligence features whatsoever. There isn't any call recording. There isn't any image playground. As a matter of fact, Apple even removed the image playground application that was later found within iOS 18 Beta 3. That was removed in Beta 4, by the way. Just keep that in mind. And Apple, of course, has not added any of the new Siri stuff that is set to be coming to the iPhone with iOS 18 and Apple Intelligence. Now, as I mentioned previously, a lot of the new Siri features like on-screen awareness and some of the in-app actions won't be happening until early 2025 or so, but we haven't seen any glance of Apple Intelligence whatsoever, and I'm sure, just like I am, you guys are anxious to start testing a lot of the image playground stuff, call recording, I mean, everything that has to do with Apple Intelligence, and it is now the end of July, so we're approximately 2 months from the official release of iOS 18. So we have the month of August and part of the month of September before iOS 18 is officially released to the general public, if history is any indication, and there's no trace of Apple Intelligence within the latest beta. Now, Apple could push another beta next week. Who knows? Their schedule has been all over the place. So if next week we get another update, iOS 18 Beta 5, and perhaps get Apple Intelligence features, then I wouldn't be surprised at all. But it looks like Apple Intelligence will most likely be tested throughout the month of August and part of September, because Apple has yet to push any new updates within the latest beta that reference at all any Apple Intelligence features coming to the iPhone with iOS 18. It would be crazy if Apple would just hold off on Apple Intelligence completely and not push the software updates or the new Apple Intelligence features until even later, until perhaps iOS 18.1, 18.2. I mean, everything just seems a little bit off this time around. I guess we'll have to wait and see, but it is a bit disappointing to see that there's only a few things here that's been changed. There's also been some updates to Apple CarPlay with some new wallpapers, smoother animations for the flash here, animations right here, in your actual dynamic island. But aside from that, again, I'll be sure to continue digging around the software, but we haven't seen any of the big features that Apple announced at WWDC in regards to Apple Intelligence, which is a bit disappointing. But there you guys have it again. iOS 18 Developer Beta 4 is now officially available to registered developers. Public beta testers expect the update within the next 24 to 48 hours. Thank you for watching this quick one, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.